welcome to the Laughta Likes Show on NBC, your favourite go-to podcast to discover and connect with some of the hottest Arab artists globally. My name is Laughta, and today I have a very likeable guest for you. She's known as the first official professional opera singer from Saudi Arabia and has shared the stage with some of the biggest stars globally. It's Sawsan!
Hi, thank you for the intro.
Welcome to the Laughta Likes Show.
It's so good to be here.
Are you comfortable?
Yes. I like this place.
Yeah, it's so great to have you. So you're the first official professional opera singer from Saudi Arabia. That title alone is monumental. How has the journey in opera here been so far?
Well, it's been completely unexpected.
Wow.
From the title until everything that I've achieved in my career. I've been so lucky, honestly. I mean, when I discovered my voice from the beginning, since 2008, it was a surprise for me that my voice has this capability. And so going forward with training and then polishing my capabilities and my technique and all of that, it was that journey of that's kind of self-discovery. And then introducing it to the public and having that unknown of, are they gonna like it, not like it? Because it's the first time. 99% of the audience here have never been exposed to opera. So when I sang for the first time publicly, I was shaking. And then it turns out it was received very well. People were so proud and happy.
Wow. So
the trick was really to choose what will work for the public in terms of what kind of song I picked to sing. It had to be some of the famous tunes, that we usually hear in TV shows or cartoons, that kind of thing. But then, I kept on going forward, and the audience was having a liking to the art. I was so happy to hear that. And because of everything that's going on in the country and the vision and all of that, everyone in Saudi has this openness for new things. So it was really the right time for me to launch.
Yeah, that's incredible that you took the step and initiative and you had that confidence to go into an untouched territory.
Yeah, trust me, it wasn't easy.
But you had those nerves that you naturally would get and you were received very well. So I'm happy to hear that far it's been smooth and nice for you because you deserve it. I've heard you. You're incredible at what you do. So you kind of mentioned in 2008, you took the leap into opera. Prior to that, you grew up listening to a bit of Disney, a bit of rock.
Yeah.
So what pulled you in such a unique lane?
So when I was 6 years old, I started getting into the music world. And my entry into the music world was through the guitar. I love the sound of the guitar. So wherever I hear it in rock, Spanish music, classical, it just mesmerizes me. So I guess this is how I got so diverse with music in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then opera came in when, of course, I was discovered by the choir conductor at the American University of Sharjah, where I was studying my bachelor's degree.
Wow.
And I loved it because it felt so deep in expressing one's emotions and one's soul, really. Because to get out such a voice, you need to go really deep in your body. So it literally feels like you're expressing your soul.
Gosh, I never thought of it like that.
Yes.
That you really have to delve into your diaphragm and draw out something that isn't easy to bring out.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you really use your whole body to produce the sound. It's not just the vocal cords or the breath. No, there are muscles working in all of your body. So that's what really pulled me into the opera world. Having this deep kind of connection, body, soul, voice. And then the music, of course, is mesmerizing. I felt it's right for me and how I like to express myself as well.
Yeah, you just feel at home, at place with it. You're someone that clearly likes a bit more depth and emotion.
Yeah.
And going places where maybe humanly it's not normal and for us to do. When I rap, I'm just I don't have to think. I mean, I do, because with rapping, you have to think of your flows. You also have to have strong breath control.
Oh.
You don't want to be on the stage going in between each line.
That's true.
Right? So there is some sense of control there, but I'm sure it's nowhere near what opera does, especially when I've heard from Remaz that with opera, some opera singers can hold their head underwater longer than certain athletes.
Yeah.
So, because it's the lung capacity. So yeah, incredible. Now, it is an art form and a very skillful art form, but you are the first. I want to ask you this. Do you feel pressure being the first opera singer from Saudi to be exceptional?
So being the first, the title, for me, it comes with responsibility. And there is pressure for sure, but I learned to take it to push me to become better, not to put me down, because the challenges were a lot around me to train and to, become on a professional level. And I'm so lucky because everything I managed to achieve and the opportunities that I got, I would never ever expect it or think of it or dream of it. And I was very lucky that it came to me. But I always think of that title of being the first as a responsibility more than the glam of being the first. It's more of, you have to be the best that you can be because you're representing the name of the country, and you are also representing the art to the audience of your people.
True.
So it goes both ways.
Absolutely. I feel I can relate to this as well. When, there's, for instance, in music production in the UK, there's a stat that goes around and flies around that there's only 3% women producers.
Wow.
Yes. In the UK. And I think I'm not sure if this is in Europe in general. I don't know. I think maybe so. So this is quite low and you don't really see them in the charts. So I started doing and self-taught myself to do music production.
Incredible.
And when I was starting out, I did feel that pressure to be knowledgeable in every aspect, great at everything. I was trying to heavily teach myself how to learn chords and playing key. And you want to be great, but maybe when I'm looking at other successful producers, some people have had hit records, by sampling, and which is a great form. A lot of people have this where you don't necessarily even have to play anything over it. You just get a sample, you might pitch it down, you might slow it down, speed it up, chop it up differently.
Wow, that's fun.
Right? So I feel like I put myself under immense pressure to be exceptional because you feel there's not many of you that do it. And what I like about what you said was you didn't let it affect you in a negative way. You've let it affect you positively and spurred you on. And I've gone through a journey to be like that now, where I'm more confident in my form. And I think it's quite important we talk about that as well. And it's great. I'm glad we got to say that and mention it.
Yes.
You work in one of the most demanding disciplines. You have to be amazing at opera. You have to have this vocals and talent and voice control, air control. I don't know how what qualities do you need to be a really, really good opera singer in your opinion?
So obviously you need to have good vocal cords.
Yeah.
Like you need to have a good voice that is melodic, let's say. It's a rich voice, even if you're going to sing any other style. But the quality of the vocal cords need to be rich. And then you need to learn how to have control over the instrument, which is very tricky because it's inside your body and you don't see it. So you need to have this awareness of your body and different parts and how they're working together, and then understanding the mechanism of how the voice is produced, let alone in an operatic style. So it's self-awareness on the side of having the talent of a good voice.
So you mentioned there's like a whole separate instruments. I know you do vocal coach training.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about what inspired you to do it. So as someone that does this, do you recognize a difference between just R&B singing, for instance, and opera singing in terms of the areas that you use? Is there complete different areas of the body that are used for that?
Definitely in opera you use more,
Okay.
because you need to sort of do a kind of downward pressure on your lungs to produce that kind of some technical stuff. But we use the same mechanism even in speaking, even in any kind of singing, public speaking, voiceover, just using the voice in any way, you're using the instrument. But it goes in different levels from one style of singing to the other.
Right.
Yeah.
So you are a certified vocal coach trainer. What made you and inspired you to create the soulful voice where you teach others?
I have a passion for teaching and passing on knowledge. So ever since I started to train as an opera singer, it was my first time to come across the concept of vocal coaching. So I was really fascinated by it. And then one of my colleagues in the same singing group asked me to help out in a few things. And I had never tried that. And as soon as I tried it, I'm like, ooh, I really enjoy this. And I have an ear for it. I have a good sense for how to tweak and fine tune things. And so when I did the career shift in 2018, I decided, okay, if I'm going to do this, I want to teach as well. And I want to train singers, because also it's a very important aspect of my whole purpose as an artist. My purpose is not just to introduce opera, but it's also to have some participation in building the music industry here and help singers become professionals in all singing forms.
Wow.
So I felt the responsibility also to offer that in a professional standard. So I got educated. I went into a training program for that. I did a program with New York. And then I was like, okay, so let's start. And the Soulful Voice happened.
And we commend you fully for it.
Thank
So
you.
it doesn't surprise me that you've gone on to be also another first for you. You're the first of everything. The first woman to have ever performed the Saudi national anthem.
Yes. Oh my God.
Wow. Congratulations,
Thank you.
foremost. First and foremost, a lot of firsts. What was that moment like for you, performing in front of a global, a big audience, performing the national anthem? What were the feelings running through you?
So that was actually also my debut.
Oh,
My official debut as an artist in Saudi Arabia.
no pressure.
Yeah.
Break a leg, girl.
But thankfully,
Yeah.
I was not aware that it's the first time the Saudi national anthem is being performed publicly by a woman. What will be the reaction of the audience singing something so dear to them? They're so connected to our national anthem.
Yeah.
We've always heard it and sang it. So for me to come in and sing it in an operatic rendition was a risk, honestly. And then afterwards, I found out that this was the first time. I'm like, oh,
Yes, so
okay,
you sang
I'm
it.
glad
in
it was
opera.
well received.
Yeah, that's an important point. You sang it in the operatic style, but it was well received, you're saying.
Yes. I mean, I'm lucky. Again.
You've got that touch. You're
Yes,
good.
somehow.
Yeah, no, I never knew it was your first official time debuting and
Yes.
performing in front of an audience. It sounds like you've nailed it. Did you have to do a lot of prep in advance?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Because also at that time I was on a long break from performing. It was 7 years of a break from performing. I was obviously trying to stay in shape, keep my voice in shape by training and, whatever I could find. But when I took that decision to go public and become a professional artist, I started to train again and again and again. And then when the national anthem happened, it's actually a challenging performance to perform the national anthem. It has some high notes and some challenging things. So I had to really work hard for it. Yes.
Well, round of applause
Thank
for you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You're talented. You're multi-skilled in different singing forms, but you're also multilingual.
See.
You sing in French, German, English, Italian, Arabic. How do you think Arabic opera style is being received externally by the rest of the world?
So, opera, generally, you don't get to understand the language when it's being performed.
Okay.
So as an audience, it's it's as good as any other language. And now they have subtitles in all theaters accompanying the performance for the audience to really understand.
Oh, right.
Even if the performance is in Italian and the audience is Italian, they still have Italian subtitles.
Well,
It's just
that's
because
good.
the way we sing is it takes out all of the letters and the words. It's really difficult to understand. So from that aspect, it was a good thing. But from singing,
Yeah.
from a singer's aspect, to sing opera in Arabic,
Yeah.
that's really challenging. Because opera was initiated from Italy, and from the Italian language. The Italian language uses the mouth in a different way. The letters are pronounced from a different part of the mouth than Arabic. For example, Italian is pronounced from the front side of the mouth, more close to the lips. But Arabic is very much from inside. We have the ha, the ka, ha, and we really stress on letters.
Right, but the Italian's more like the
cha,
ciao. Right.
See,
Yeah.
and they have already this kind of tone when they speak.
You're right, ciao. Yeah.
So it's when they speak, they're already singing. So taking that style into Arabic is really challenging for the singer to be able to change those Arabic letters into the Italian positioning of speaking.
Yeah, insane. It just gets deep. But I like that you said that they're adding subtitles on.
Yeah.
Because it makes it more accessible. I've seen opera shows, a few now. I've been opened and exposed to it more recently here in Saudi and in London as well. And I don't know what's going on. I can feel the emotion. I really appreciate the art form because it seems impossible to do. But I want to know what's going on.
Absolutely.
So that really, really does help in that sense. You also studied recently in Italy, you were saying. So you went to the birth of opera, the home of it. What was that like for you?
It was an incredible experience. I was lucky that I got this opportunity from the Ministry of Culture.
Yeah.
It was sponsored by the Music Commission. So I went for a 1.5-year program in Italy between Milan and Rome.
Right.
Where I studied at like the two sides of a musical education, let's say, where I started in the academy of music in Milan. I learned the basics from an academic perspective, and then I went into the opera house in Rome to learn from the applied, from the performance aspect. So that kind of diversity was really helpful to make me a better performer.
You can never stop learning, can you?
No, never. As a singer, you do not stop learning. I mean, my teacher was still training with her teacher.
You can never get comfortable. In your art form, you always have to be on your toes, improving, learning, and that's the beauty of art and creativity.
Yeah.
What would you say was your biggest take from Italy recently, considering you're obviously excellent at what you do? But is there something that you've taken away and maybe it's going to help you? Like maybe one thing. I know it's quite hard because it's a year and a half worth of information. But what's one thing that you took?
I think one of my most important takeaways is having that standard of excellence in your performance and in your work in general. So not just with what I sing, but with everything around it, like the accompaniment, the stage, the acoustics, all of that I was not exposed to prior to my experience in Italy. But being in the whole ecosystem of opera, attending opera shows, attending master classes, of course my classes and the courses that I took, all of that really gave me an important takeaway, if we can say that the standard really needs to be high.
I love that. Excellence, and always strive to be the best, raise the bar. And that's the way you continue to be amazing at what you do, and especially if you're the first as well. I feel new people coming in need to understand this, that you are constantly learning, and there's no such thing as I've made it, I'm great at what I do. It's enough.
And they told me a lot over there that once you think that once you reach this level that I've made it, this is when you start to fall.
That's so true.
Yes.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. We're not part of that.
No, we're not.
No, we're definitely not. You're helping build this Arabic and fusion in opera and kind of having that performed on the stages. It's something new, untouched, especially in Saudi Arabia. But how did you feel more recently when opera singer, she's British,
Yes.
Dame Sarah Connolly, sung in Arabic? What was that? First of all, did she do it well?
Oh my God, she was the best.
Really?
She was incredible.
Wow. Shout out.
Oh yes, shout out to Dame Sarah Connolly.
Yes, Dame Sarah Connolly. We should shout out.
Absolutely, yes, because besides her incredible performance skills, besides that for sure, I mean, I cannot comment on that.
Yeah.
Her effort to pronounce Arabic so perfectly was impeccable.
Wow. Round of applause to Dame Sarah Connolly. We're here for it.
Yes. And people thought she's Arab.
What?
Like from the Saudi audience who didn't know who Dame Sarah Connolly is, or didn't know opera, obviously, they thought she's Arab. That's how good she was.
Did you get a chance to speak to her at all?
Oh yes, she's so kind.
Really?
She's so sweet, and she was asking all of us, the Arabs and the crew, asking us for, am I pronouncing this right? Is this correct? I want to hear feedback from different people from the culture just to make sure I'm doing the right thing.
I love this.
She's incredible. She's an incredible human being, honestly.
Oh, that's amazing. And just to hear that other cultures are embracing our culture, especially in something so pure like opera, I would say. For Dame Sarah Connolly to come into our territories and use the Arabic language is so beautiful, and it makes me really happy. And you're saying she did a great job.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
I mean, the whole crew also, I mean, it was mostly Europeans.
Yeah.
And they all were like taking on this challenge of singing in Arabic so well. And because I mean, in opera you're always exposed to sing in different languages.
Yeah.
But for me to witness that it's the first time they sing in Arabic, I was like, yes.
that is a moment and a half.
Yeah.
Opera can be viewed as something quite elite, something maybe difficult to pursue. How do we make it more accessible, for people like you? Okay, there's one of you, maybe a few others here. How can we make it more accessible and relatable in a sense?
So it's to demystify the concept of opera singing.
Right.
To understand what do we do to sing opera. And it's quite simple when you put it in this kind of phrasing, because as a singer who is like passionate about singing generally, when you understand I need to do this and that, and with training you see the difference, it becomes less scary, let's say. And that's what happened with me, and especially when I understood the anatomy of the instrument, of the singing instrument.
Wow.
How it works, and then this is how it's moving, and this is how it's working. So I'm like, okay, so in opera you need to have this kind of position of your larynx, and it becomes very easy and simple.
Nice. So it doesn't just stop there with you and your incredible achievements. You shared the stage. You shared the stage. This must have been a huge moment for you. With one of the biggest artists globally, Andrea Bocelli.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So this artist, opera singer, has sold 90 million records globally. What was it like sharing the stage at that point? And what will it take for Arabic opera to have that, or scale to that amount of success and have those type of numbers associated with us when it comes to opera singing?
So the first bit, Andrea Bocelli, I mean, it was a dream come true for me, for sure. Ever since, when I got into opera, it was his voice that like fired up this passion in me.
Wow.
To love opera. And ever since I started training in 2008, I was hearing his song Time to Say Goodbye, and I'd be like, I want to sing it with him one day. Fast forward 14 years later.
So you dreamt of that?
Yes. And that was the beauty of it.
Oh,
that I
wow.
actually dreamt of it.
Okay, I need to dream of one thing.
Oh yes, go ahead.
I would love to perform a song with Kendrick Lamar on stage.
Ooh.
And then Nancy Ajram as well, please.
Why not?
Yes, that's amazing.
Yes, yes.
And then you managed to do that. Is like,
And I
tick
think
off your
that
bucket list.
that same song that I was dreaming of, I performed it with him. And he's the humblest person ever. Very kind, but unfortunately at that time I wasn't still speaking Italian so fluently, so the conversation wasn't going very fluently, but he's also good in English, so I managed to have a nice conversation with him. But
were you starstruck?
oh, of course. Of course.
Did you get a selfie?
All kinds of photos. All kinds of photos.
Right, yeah.
And then yeah, when I was on stage, so meeting him before, of course, helped to calm me down. But then when I was on stage, I was looking at him. He's next to me. I'm like, this is happening. This is really happening. And I was trying not to get overwhelmed and start crying from happiness. But I'm like, okay, focus. You have to sing.
But obviously, it's a testament to your skill. You were able to stand on stage with someone
Thank
that's,
you.
Of that level. It says a lot about you as well, and probably giving you the confidence moving forward, knowing that you were able to do that.
Absolutely.
But how can we get Arab opera to do the same? What do you think it will take?
I really think it's important for the Arab world to start producing Arabic operas, like we did with Zarqa al-Yamama.
Yes.
That was an incredible first step. And it was an incredible production, and not just because it's a Saudi opera or because I performed it.
Yeah.
It's really, as a production, if I'm someone in the audience attending it,
Yeah.
I would be like over the moon.
So you produced
with
it from
that
scratch?
Production, yes. It was produced from scratch. Everything is authentic and original in that opera. So we need more of that. Because also the opera world is becoming a bit old, because all of these productions, the famous ones that are being performed everywhere in the world, they're ancient.
Right.
100 years old or more.
Oh gosh, dinosaurs we're talking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the stories are becoming old.
Right.
With the new generations coming up, they're getting more disconnected with opera. And I'm talking about audiences in Europe, in Italy, from the birthplace of opera, and they're
That's a
getting
shame.
disconnected. So I see a huge opportunity for the Arab world to introduce new repertoire, new stories, new productions, and with a new language, with a new flavor to the music, the Arabic music flavor. I think this will really make a beautiful platform for Arabic opera to have this huge popularity and success.
Wow. So what would you say your long-term vision is then?
It's that.
That I was going to say. I thought, is it that? Right.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
producing Arabic operas is one of my main goals.
Yeah.
Getting more opera singers
Yeah.
to be on the stage, and especially from Saudi. Of course, that's what I'm connected to. That's a main focus for me.
So
Absolutely.
do you have more shows coming up?
Yes,
Yes.
now that I'm back from Italy,
Yes.
I'm planning on doing 2 concerts.
Wow. Oh yeah, they're concerts. They're not even
Yes.
shows. Yeah. We're talking like
I mean,
thousands of people here.
I hope so, of course. But of course, because I'm always disruptive when it comes to what I want to offer from my original work, and I want to do things differently. So even the concert won't be that usual concert form. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but it will incorporate 2 art forms. Yes.
We can't get any sneak. Well, I guess that is a sneak peek. It's got 2 art forms.
2 different art forms. Music being one of them. Not
Yeah.
just opera, but music in general. The
Right.
other art form is different.
Okay.
So it will be a show of art.
Oh, can I get an invite?
Of course you are.
Yes.
That goes without saying.
I wish you the best with it, honestly.
you.
One last thing before we get into my little game. Is there a piece of advice you would give to any, maybe even opera singer that's already in opera or someone new pursuing it, either or?
I would definitely advise them to have a goal for their career. And that goal cannot just be success and fame. Like, we have so many singers. There are so many opera singers in the world. So what's different about you? What are you offering? What's the new thing you're bringing onto the table? And of course, to try to modernize it. Not just sticking to the traditional form of it, but to make it modern again. Make it new. Bring in something new into opera.
Excellent. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Wow, it's been
Thank you.
so great speaking with you. We're not over just yet, though.
Okay.
We're going to play a quick game of Spill the Tea. This is where I ask you quick fire questions, and I don't want you to think about it too much. You just give me the answers as they come to your tongue. The tip of your...
I'm getting scared.
No, it's fun. It's fun. So this one's a bit of a tough one. Opera or Disney music?
Oh, Disney music. I'm sorry. No.
You're a traitor.
No, Disney music.
I love it. All right. Tea or coffee before a show?
Tea.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Favorite opera house you've performed in so far? Stage?
So I haven't performed in an opera house.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, what
That's
about
like
stage?
an official opera house.
Would there be one you'd want to perform in then?
I'm going to surprise the audience with this, but it's not one of the famous opera houses in the world. I want to perform in the Saudi Opera House.
Woo!
And I'm happy to keep it as my first, honestly.
We love it. Okay,
Yes.
well, I'm sure we're going to manifest this.
Yes.
That's definitely going to happen. One artist from any other genre, maybe, or your own genre that you'd love to collaborate with. No pressure.
I mean, I've always dreamt of fusing opera with rock.
Ooh.
So somewhere, I don't want to mention names, not to shock the public.
Okay.
But I do see, something like Metallica.
Okay, Metallica. We're going to
opera.
see this happen. That'll
Yes.
be epic.
Yes.
Right, I'm trying to check you out. Hair up in a bun or blow dried down?
Blow dried down.
All day long. I can see you.
Yes, as you can see.
Favorite sweet dessert?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Anything chocolate.
Right, yeah, chocolate. I'm a big chocolate fan, you know. I like knafe. Yeah.
It's funny, for me, Knafe is only Ramadan special.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm Lebanese, so it comes with me. Swimming in the sea or swimming in a pool?
See,
Okay, nice. Small talk before your meetings or go straight in?
small talks.
Oh, you like small?
It's setting the mood, you know?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, that was so much fun.
Yes, it was great. Now, one last thing from you. My
Okay.
artist baton. This is where I get you to just use your kindness and care to think of another artist that you would love to see on the show with me. It's all about support and community building, engaging others. Who would you like to see on the Laughta Likes Show?
The artist I can think of, top of mind, is Hajjaj. He's a Saudi singer, and I believe he also does his own music, produces it or composes it. And he's incredible. He sings, I would say, jazzy, funky music. I love his music. It's so original and it has the different moods. And I'd love to know him as a person.
Okay, we're going to make it happen, and thank you for your kind words.
Of course.
Thank you for tuning in to the Laughta Likes Show once again. It's been an incredible show. Make sure you tune in next week to catch me with a new face, same place, just a different day as we continue to delve into the minds of the creatives shaping the Arab world music. It's your girl, Laughta. And don't forget, before I go, you could tune into NBC Loud, where I'll be playing some of my favorite music on the show as well. We're out.